Tell me about yourself.
Myself, Ronojoy Guhatakurta. Actually, I am from Raurkela, but I am born in Baroda in my uncle's house, uncle's place. And now I am in Asansol. I enjoy speeches and music, and I am an accomplished dancer, you know, thanks to my scintillating body shape. Actually, this is all thanks to my aggressive dancing. If you want, I can stand up and show my full profile.
No need.
Hey, congratulations! Your telephonic interview is fixed now. You know why? Your resume is stellar. Your application was impeccable. You caught the attention of a potential employer. Now what? You just watched a video wherein the candidate has faced a problem in answering the questions of the interviewer in a proper manner. Though he is confident, he was not able to construct proper sentences. He was not able to use the right vocabulary. He was not able to answer correctly to the question asked by the interviewer. Well, if you are a candidate who belongs to the same category, now this presentation is going to help you with the tips and techniques of a telephonic interview. My name is Neelima Telugu, working as an assistant professor of English from Aditya College of Engineering and Technology. Before we go with the tips and techniques of a telephonic interview, let us have a look at what exactly an interview is. Well, I am not going to talk deep about the process of the whole interview, but an interview is an answer to know how a person is fit to a particular position. Now here both the parties are beneficial. Like for example, if you observe the word interview, inter and view, seeing each other. Therefore, I believe that both the groups involved in an interview get to know about each other. Now, after this, if you observe the objectives of an why interviews basically, I would say that they help to verify the information and ascertain the accurate facts. Yes, as an applicant, as a candidate, you will be sending certain information to the company. Now, the employer is looking forward in finding out whether the information sent by you is the correct one or not. And he also wants to check what extra skills you have. Well, it is correct that you have technically proven all about yourself. But what about other skills? Other skills like creative, analytical and communicative skills. And it also creates or establishes a kind of mutual relationship between you and the interviewer. As I told you, it is absolutely to assess the candidate. Now, we all know that there are different types of interviews. When we talk about the process of interview, we go with video conference, we go with group interview, we go with panel interview, we go with behavioral interview and we go with sequential interview. Now, today we are going to concentrate more on a telephonic interview. If you have got a doubt, what are they assessing on the first call? Yes, what are they assessing? Now, I told you very clearly whether you are a fit to the role or not, and you have basic communication skills, whether you are excited for this position or not, and you have done basic research for the company or about the company. Therefore, telephonic interviews have become a part and parcel of the hiring processes. Yet, they are sometimes overlooked as less formal because they are not face-to-face interviews. Let me tell you one thing, if it is a face-to-face interview, the interviewer will have every chance to observe you in almost all the aspects. be it your body language, be it your dressing, be it your hairstyle, be it your confidence and many others. But this is a telephonic interview where all these things will be absent, and therefore your telephonic interview will dictate whether you are the right person or not. Now, what is the purpose of a telephonic interview? And there are something else that you will have some doubt in your mind. Is telephonic interview a good sign? What is the purpose of a telephonic interview? Well, I would like to tell you one point here, that a telephonic interview, or the main goal of a telephonic interview, is to send you an invitation to meet the employer in the next round. Like, it is sending an invitation to you. It screens the candidates. It's a type of screening. So, if you are not able to perform well in this screening, you will not be considered for the position. And is telephone interview a good sign? Yes, absolutely. If you as an applicant can make the interviewer comfortable, can make the interviewer feel happy with all the skills you possess, then definitely it is going to be a good sign. How long a telephonic interview lasts? Yes, unlike face-to-face interview, there is like a fixed time given to a telephonic interview, like 15 minutes maximum. But if it is a final round, some companies are going for the final round of interview also over the telephone. But maximum in these 15 minutes, you have to justify your role. And what questions are asked in a telephone interview? How to start and end a telephone call? Are telephone interviews hard? And what should you not to do during a telephonic interview? All these things will be dealt in our later presentation. Now, what exactly as a candidate you must do? Now, once you know that you got your telephonic interview date fixed, I want all the candidates to get into the preparation mode. First of all, the first thing you must take care of is finding a good place. What does a good place mean? Finding out a quiet place to talk over the telephone. Because the interviewer do not want you to be interrupted in between when the call is going on. And there must not be any kind of disturbances when you are speaking on the most important call. The second thing that you must be ready with is your resume handy. You know one thing, when you are applying for the post, you have already supplied a document which is called as a resume to the interviewer. Now, I believe that it will act as a syllabus to the interviewer. Now, you provided the syllabus to the interviewer and he will have a chance to ask whatever he wants to from the given syllabus. Therefore, I request all the candidates to keep their resumes handy and also their documents handy. Whenever a question is asked from those, it will be easy for the candidate to verify then and there itself and answer on the spot. Do your research. Research of what? Before you attend the interview of any company, you must do a kind of research about the company. Now, doing a research about the company does not mean that you must go back into the history of where it was found or when it was found, who is the founder, etc., etc. Research must be updated. What are the latest developments of the company you must look for? Now, if you do a kind of research about the company, the interviewer will be very, very happy because you are acquainted with the company. I mean, you are giving an impression to the interviewer that you are acquainted with the company. Research, rehearse and refine. This is called the 3R technique. Do a research, go for a rehearsal and polish whatever you have done with. find about your interviewer. This is also going to be one of the most interesting points when you are getting ready to talk over a telephonic interview. You know, if you know the name, if you know the number of the interviewer, it will be very easy for you, because I want that kind of rapport to be developed between you and the interviewer. So, if you can make the entire interview in a conversational tone, the interview will be very, very effective. Prepare notes. Yes, absolutely. No, before you attend the interview, you must prepare some kind of notes which will be very helpful to you to refer and to answer. Now, again, it does not mean that you have to read out from the notes. No, reading out from the notes, mugging it up and vomiting it out before the interviewer is never a good technique of impressing the interviewer. Practice your answers. I believe practice makes everything perfect. So, when you have prepared or when you have come out with some answers, you just practice your answers thoroughly, which gives you great confidence. Smile. Now, do not think that the interviewer is not there in front of you and you can do whatever you feel like doing. No. The interviewer will have every chance to focus on your entire personality only by the way you speak. So, maintain a smile and be enthusiastic when you are speaking to the interviewer. Speak clearly. This is a very important point that I am going to talk about it later. Keep the discussion conversational. Yes, we have already discussed it, and I want you to follow up with thanks. This point I will be talking it later. Now, I have divided this interview in 3 segments. Segment 1 before the interview, segment 2 on the big day, and segment 3 during the interview, and finally after the interview. What you must do before the interview? There are certain points which are given in the slide. The very important thing that you must work on is fine tune your communication skills. As I told you already, the interviewer will not have any chance to visualize you because you are not there in front of him. Therefore, he will have almost all the focus on your verbal communication, on your voice basically. So, fine tune your communication skills. Now, go with a sample interview. You just do this interview with your friends, with your family, with your neighbors, which boosts great confidence in you. And record yourself on your phone. Yes, this will really help a candidate to work better, because if you record your own performance over a telephone, it will really help you to analyze your mistakes and then come out with a better output. Do not speak too loud and too quick. Now, speaking louder over the telephone will make the interviewer irritated. Now, do not speak quickly. You know, the average speech rate is maintaining 130 to 140 words per minute. It does not mean that speaking English is speaking quickly and incorrectly. No. Maintain an even space, maintain a proper intonation, use proper stress and use good vocabulary, which makes your speech very, very effective. Avoid interruptions. Now, please do not interrupt yourself while speaking. Avoid mumbling. And do not put your hands when you speak, because it interrupts the interviewer. And the most important thing that the interviewer does not want you to do is fillers. If you want to fill the gap, you just go on using fillers like this kind of interruption will definitely make the interviewer feel that you are not confident. Please avoid fillers, which is the most important aspect when you speak. On the big day, yes, when you know that today is your telephonic interview, what you must do? I want you to work on 3 things. Number 1, warm up. Number 2, positive mindset. And number 3, get organized. What is warming up? I know, I believe, because if your interview is scheduled in the morning session, we will be a little bit hoarse. Now, at that particular point of time, you must motivate yourself, warm up yourself, now polish your skills. Now, that polishing is possible when you go with some tongue twisters, yes. If you go with some tongue twisters, it really works out with your voice, and your voice levels also will be at an even pace. And drink plenty of water and boost the kind of confidence in you which really helps you a lot. Positive mindset. Yes, I want all the candidates to create a positive mindset before they attend the interview. Assume that you are going to get selected. Believe that you are going to work in that company. Now, motivate yourself. Give a pep talk. You talk for yourself. You motivate yourself. You say, I am the best. Love yourself, love your performance, therefore, you are going to rock. Get organized. Another important thing that every candidate must remember is you have to be organized. You must check whether your battery is fully charged, you have good signal over there, and you know the names and numbers, you know the time of the people calling you, and please attend the telephonic interview 15 minutes before, which really helps you to manage in almost all the aspects. Now, after that, during the call, what you must do during the call? That is the biggest task now. Now, the first point I want you to understand is be professional. Professional in what aspect? See, I want a professional student to be professional in almost all the aspects, whether it is his dressing, his hairstyle, his language, his manners and what not. Suppose if the interview is like scheduled in the morning. Now, don't be in your informal dresses. Now, put yourself in your formal attire and make yourself comfortable. Be professional in every aspect and have all the information needed. Yes. I already told you that you must keep a document ready, you must write down a notes, you must practice some answers and keep all the information ready. Adjust your body language. Again and again I am telling you all that. Don't think that the interviewer is not there in front of you and so he cannot find out what exactly you are. No, I want you to be very clear about your body language. You can simply lie down, you can simply be in a sofa, you can simply go wherever you want and can speak over the call. Adjust your body language. If you are not able to answer properly in your sitting posture, just stand up, no problem. Stand up, be comfortable and answer the call. Listen, but please don't dominate, because the interviewer here wants to test you. Now, you just listen, and it does not mean that I want you to be monotonous all the time. Talk, but make sure that the interviewer is moving up or he is guiding the entire conversation. You listen and then you act accordingly, but do not dominate the whole conversation to show that you are enthusiastic or you are a leader or you are overconfident. Remember your manners as absolutely. Now, there is a bad habit. Now, simultaneously we are multitaskers. Now, on one way you are calling over a telephone or you are talking over a telephone, and on the other hand you will be having 101 tasks, like browsing the social media, or somebody will text you and you will text in written, and you will be watching television from a corner and you will be having some interruptions around. Now, all these things must be avoided. Please make sure, don't chew a chewing gum, don't eat something, don't create a disturbance for yourself. Remember, everything must be perfect to the interviewer, and I want you all to go with a proper conclusion. Thank the interviewer. If possible, if you want to ask any questions, ask some questions to the interviewer, which will definitely make the whole thing a perfect one. Now, what after the interview? Now, I believe after the interview, if you still want to take this opportunity further, I would like to request all the candidates to thank the interviewer or to send a thank you note, or you can ask some questions, because towards the end of the conversation, the interviewer will ask you, is there something to ask me? then you can ask some important questions, not personal but professional. So, it is very clear, you just tell the interviewer how you are interested in that particular opportunity, and please make sure for further communication, remember that you are keeping your phone close by you. Yes, these are some common questions which are asked in the interview, like what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, tell me something about yourself, why do you want to work in a company, give me an example of why you are a best leader. Now, all these questions requires unique answers. So, as you know yourself better than us, you prepare your own answer and get ready to grab the opportunity. Once you work out in all these aspects, once you are ready with all these areas, definitely you will be one among the winners list. Wish you good luck, grab the opportunity and be the winner and do things differently. Thank you so much.